This is our low fidelity prototype flow diagram. Now from here, this is our home page of our user interface. Then from home page, we have a series of tabs like registration, vote, statistics, parties, and about tab. So starting from registration, when a user clicks on the tab register, they will be taken to a page of registration whereby a student will register as a user, or they will register to become a voter. Then immediately after they have registered, after they have completed their registration, they are allowed to log into the system. They can log into the system, but they are not allowed to log in anytime. They will log in when the voting has commenced. Then the other way possible to get to the login screen would be through clicking on the vote tab. The user will also be able to be taken to this login screen here. Now, when they are in the process of logging in, they will be able to request a one-time PIN through clicking a button which will be available on the user interface. After they receive their one-time PIN via cell phone or email, then they enter it, then they log into the system. After that, they could cast their votes, make selections, and submit their vote. Immediately after submitting or casting your vote, then automatically the page, or you are redirected to a page view statistics. The purpose of that is to show you to show the user the progress of the current elections. Another way of accessing this view statistics would be through clicking Statistics tab. And then after clicking the tab Statistics, you could also view the current progress of the elections and also the past elections, just to see which organization won and which organization lost. That will be done using queries. Then we have another tab which is that is parties. If a user clicks on parties, a drop-down list will be displayed to the user. Then they click a certain party. After that party has been clicked on, then the information about that party is displayed to the user. Then we have another tab here, about. When the user clicks on the About tab, they are just allowed to view the SRC information or details. Another part of that belongs to About tab would be the user will be able to view the statement or encouragement to vote that would be done by the SRC president. Also, to view this statement, there is a portion of view statement in the home page, but it's not a complete statement. It's just a portion just to give interest to the user. If they want to read the whole statement, they will click on the link. Then they are redirected to the page of viewing statement. Another thing would be viewing progress. Viewing progress also is available or does exist in the home page. It's also not the full progress, just to give the user some interest to view their progress. When they click on the view progress link, then they are taken to a complete page to view all those statistics for the progress. This is our low fidelity prototype user interface. Now here we're on the home page. As you could see here, the tab is highlighted blue. Now the word logo here, it means that we are going to have a picture for our app logo, and these are our tabs that are going to appear on the user interface. And these two rectangles here, they symbolize pictures. So we're going to have pictures rotating here. These pictures are pictures that symbolize each organization. Maybe here we have DAS, or we have AFFC, or any other political organization that exists at Nelson Mandela Metropolitan University. This one would be the statement from the president of the SRC that would encourage students to participate in the current elections of the new SRC members and portfolio. Now, another section still on the home page would be the list of parties. If the user is interested in viewing the parties, they would have to click on these links, as each link is assigned to a specific party. Another portion still on the home page are statistics. So if a user is interested in viewing the progress of the elections, this is where they would click on. Then they are taken to a complete and a full page of where statistics are. The first one to appear at the top would be the current progress, and then as the user clicks on the next button, then they'll be able to view other statistics. Then if the user clicks on the registration tab, then their first name, last name, student number, email address would be requested to complete their registration. After they press that button submit, then they are good to go for voting, because they have been registered into the system. Come the day of voting, the user, before they get to vote, they will have to log into the system using their credentials such as ID number, student number. Then they will have to request one-time PIN. This one-time PIN is only given on the day of voting, not just on the day. On the day of voting, they are going to receive it through their email and their cell phone mobiles. After that is received, they provide their username and they enter the one-time PIN that has been sent to their cell phone. Now they get here to make their votes. The user here is allowed, or let me say the student here is allowed to click on one organization, as we have used radio buttons to ensure that the user doesn't click on multiple organizations. They are allowed to vote for one organization. Now to vote for a candidate or other position, then they would have to click next until they finish their selections. Then we go to statistics. Now after the user has completed voting, then they are taken to this page, statistics. The statistics, they just show the visuals of which organization is leading by how many total votes that is shown in terms of graphs and other charts. Then we have parties. We did say that if a user clicks on parties, then there will be a drop-down list shown. On whatever they click on, then that party will be shown. But if they click immediately on the parties, then all these parties will be listed. But if they select on a specific party, only the information about that specific party is shown to them. Thank you.
I'm Olwethu, and I'm going to be covering the cognitive walkthrough part of the presentation. So the whole point of us having to do a cognitive walkthrough with our users also is to help ourselves determine whether or not our users would experience any kind of problems while using the application when coding has been done. So we designed our low fidelity prototype using simple drawings on paper, which would make it easy for us to make any changes to the user interface if necessary. So here are our screens. You notice after every screen, we asked ourselves 3 questions at the end. Questions such as, did all the users know what to do at each step on every page of the application? Did the user see all the controls of each screen? And lastly, if and when the user has made the right or expected action on each page, was there any feedback by the system to let the user know that something has happened? So generally speaking, we did not receive any complaints or problems from our users, as they found our interface relatively easy to navigate. However, there was one minor problem. Here is the review page, where a user is going to see a full list of the candidates that they've chosen to vote for before submitting their vote. So we have a table and below it a label. Now our users were mistaking this or confusing this label for a link that would submit the vote for them. So we decided to update our user interface and remove the label entirely from the user interface to ensure that users in future do not have the same problem.
My first name, last name, ID number, student number, email. I confirm my email, then I click submit.
Lots of click here.
Oh, okay. Okay, then we log in. If I got ID number, student number, and the username, and then request OTP. Then after, for money notification from my phone. Yeah, which is. And then after the Faga app, and then I press login.
From login.
Okay, I select the party, select to Tasso. Okay. Second option and first option up. The next page. Select again, and select another. Option 2 or option 3.
Okay. Summary yabaveza like zonke zalo bendiselected previously. Okay, I can click here review. Oh, if you click on review,
it's gonna go back. Yeah.
Okay, then I press submit, and then I look there. Okay. Okay.
Sure. Go. statistics.
And then I press
Siya ku parties.
parties. Select I press utaso. Okay, yeah, I understand info, and then if I press set about. Okay, yeah.
Khawuleze uthi refresh amagama akho. Right. Then you submit. Then you receive email yakho, ndicela uklike phaa ku-click here. Click here. After ufumene le email so that you could log in, uzovota ke ngoku, you are registered. Enter it number yakho, student number sakho, username, ufumene ku-email, then you request OTP. After ufumene OTP, you get SMS ngefowuni yakho, ufumana la manani. Then sicela ufake la manani ke ngoku phaya kulaa ndawo ye-OTP. 3, 4, bam. Okay. Now, votela iphi organization ke ngokwezi? Votela iSASCO. Okay. Then siveze ke ngoku. Okay. Okay. I want to go back for back to organization. Okay. Now ke ngikuvela apha list nante candidates for president na candidates for vice president. Cela ke ukhethe phaa kwi-presidential. Khethile. Next. So, okay. Cela ukhethe ke ngoku be-faculty reps ne-treasurer. Next. Then into enzekayo apha ne, it's gonna show zonke as a portfolios by president, vice president, don't. Then amagama aso. If awuxolanga qoma you made it you, then it takes you back to la vote ke ngoba uselect again abantu bofuna uba banantika. Now you could submit ke uqomba uxolile. Then ke ngoku after ugqibile usubmita yaloada izawuthatha isebe statistics. Uthi mark. What happens up? Yeah, you viewed the statistics. So again, if you want to see a list of the parties, then go to parties. Then there you go. Google list. Ntshinga Olwethu. I found the information ngeSASCO. Done. Then ke ngoku into efunekayo iye kwa-about ke ngoku. Sizaya kule masiqashe uba-about ke ngoku since cofile about wavela uba yi-president. Okay, cofile about yavela i-president yantika ye-SARS lo mbutho. Done. Now go click parties then. Yeah.
It's just links says party.
Then if you click with SASCO again, it's gonna show the same information with this link. Okay, about with SASCO list box. Can you drop down? Don't. Yeah, I think we are done. Okay.
Hello, it's Uthandile here, and I'm going to walk through the storyboard design and demonstrate the prototype. So basically, our app is going to be used by students during the Student Representative Council elections. So here we have our home screen, which basically contains links to different parts of the application. For instance, if we click here where the joker is, it's going to take us to the About page, that page over there. It's going to link us to there. and there's just information about the current SRC. So let's do that. There we go. And then let's go back home. So in order to use our system, the student needs to register, and that is what we're going to do now. So we have these fields that they have to fill in. Bear in mind that they have to put in the campus and the faculty to which they belong as well, because it's very, very relevant. So we simulated some user input from our student user, and there we go. So what happens here is some validation. For instance, here we are validating the student number, and it's not valid because it doesn't contain 9 digits. And then also the email here has been validated because they have to put in their email there and then confirm it. So here they have put in everything correctly, and now we can submit. Yay, it's processing. And then we receive an email, and basically the email is just to tell the user that their registration was successful and that they should use their student number as their username when logging back onto the system. So let's click on the link to go back to the site. There we go, and we have our login screen in which the user will have to input their information, and we have this little button here, request OTP. This is a one-time PIN that you will need when you're going to vote, just like the tooltip says. And take note that the enter OTP field is grayed out for now. So let's click on that, and we're going to get a text message, and there's our one-time PIN. So back to the app, we're going to fill it in, and look at that, our enter OTP field is now not grayed out anymore. So let's log in, and here is basically where the user selects their choices. So our user is gonna select DASO. There we go. Next, select the central portfolio. Now let's there we go. And then we're going to select 8 candidates for the Opidani Council, and here we used check boxes so we can make multiple selections. So there we go, all the good guys and one bad guy. There we go. There we go. Right, and we're done. So remember, when we were at the login screen, the user had to input their campus and their faculty. So this is where this comes in. They are going to be shown candidates for their campus and faculty. So here we have site representative for North Campus. Now our user will select Holly Quinn and next, and then we're gonna take Flash Thompson for our EBIT faculty representative, and next. So at the end there are our selections. We can view them, and then we can go back using this button to make changes, or we can just submit. But we're pretty satisfied right now, so we're gonna submit. Yay, our vote has been cast. Now let's continue to the application, and that takes us straight to the statistics page. Right, so this page will either show the past election results or the current progress of the elections, depending on what time of the year it is, whether it is election day / voting day, or it is just a normal day of the year. So now let's move on to the parties tab, and this screen here just has links to different pages that show or display the details of each party. So since we voted for Daso, let's look at that one. And there we go. So back to parties, and let's select some other one. Let's take the EFF, and there we go. Look at that. So now let's go back, and the last page we have is the about page, and this is pretty much the statement from the current SRC. And that is all. Thank you.
My name is Asisipho Nomkhe, and my group members are Siyamamkela, Mafu, Ntshinga and Uthandile Mniki. Together we are the PioneerX, and this is our group logo, which has our group name, PioneerX Solutions, and our group slogan, Make Your Mark. And our app name is DIVS, which stands for Digitally Integrated Voting System. And this is our app logo, which has our app name DIVS. Digitally Integrated Voting System is an online voting system that will be used to replace the current paper-based voting system, and it is developed by PioneerX. The system is meant to simplify the process of voting for the SRC, and the student, given that they are registered at NMNU, they can cast their vote online without having to go to the university on the day of voting. This will surely consume less time as the whole day is being consumed and being used, and this will eliminate all challenges encountered during elections. Challenges like miscalculation of votes and having the integrity of elections compromised.